Okay, now I got it figured out. All right. I heard you. It said recording in progress. I'm
Yep, I heard it. I heard it.
talking to my computer. I shouldn't push the recording button yet. Can you hear me through my headphones?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I guess I'm not going to be able to hear you. Oh, well. I can hear you without the microphone. I mean, the headphones.
What's happening? What's happening?
I would think that my headphones would work for this, but that's all right. It's not important.
I can
All
hear you.
right. Oh, thought I lost all my questions. All right. So I'm gonna start out with the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Rebel and Ruckus proudly brings to you the Jerry D. Wolf Show. And tonight on the show, we've got Cherokee Warhawk. Before we get to some of the questions, I want to shamelessly promote a couple of things. Don't forget to get your cars detailed by Cars by Chris and holler at your boy DJ Crisco to book a good DJ for your bar. And take a stop down to Fights Cafe in Tahlequah. The food is damn good and it's hot. Just take your ass on down there, have a good breakfast. I had one a couple of days ago and it was awesome. Um, so Cherokee Warhawk, you can find him in Body Progression Wrestling out of Henrietta, in Oklahoma, or in Mulberry, Arkansas, as well as other promotions. Thanks so much for being on the show tonight. I'm really glad you're here. What made you want to get into wrestling?
Oh man, I've been wanting to do it for a long time, man. Ever since I was a kid. Uh, a buddy of mine took me to train with him one day, and then I started out taking bumps pretty good, and it went from there.
Uh, who were some of your favorite tag teams growing up?
Some of my favorite tag teams.
Yeah,
Oh man, the Dudley Boys, the Dudleys, Jeff, Matt and Jeff Hardy, Edge and Christian. Hmm, I remember a lot of those guys.
yeah. Did you play sports growing up?
Yes, sir.
What did you play?
I played football, basketball, and baseball.
That's what's up. That's cool. Um, what was your favorite sport out of those three?
Football.
Um, who is your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter?
Yeah, your biggest fan.
Ooh, man. He's gone right now. Rest in peace. But my dad was my biggest supporter. He was there every game, every chance he could go, he would go. He would drop everything from work and leave work just to come watch me play football.
That's cool. Good memories to have. Outside of wrestling, what do you love the most?
Outside of wrestling, what do I love the most, man? I love to cook. I love to cook. That's what I do. I want to be a chef. And then I love the weights, man. I love hitting those weights.
That's cool. That's really good to have good outlets. Um, Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan?
Ooh, man, that's a tough one, dude. Why you gotta throw it at me like that, dude? You gotta right
That's
off the
part of
bat.
the
You
play
gotta
on
talk about
question.
that. Oh man, I'd have to go with Andre, man.
All right, because of the power and the strength and the size.
He was the man. Andre was the man.
WCW or ECW?
I gotta go with WCW on that one
Why?
because that's officially the first company that I really started watching as a
Okay,
wrestling fan.
that's cool. Who would you rather have as a manager, Paul Heyman or Paul Bearer?
Ooh, man, that's a tough one too. Jeez, you're throwing these questions at me. Very, very tough. Ooh, man, I'd have to go with Paul Heyman.
He's a good mouthpiece to have.
Yeah, yeah. And plus, I'm native, and then you got Roman Reigns over there, and he's the tribal chief, you know. So yeah, I gotta go with Paul Heyman, man.
Right on. Who would you rather face, Roman Reigns or Jey Uso?
I gotta go with Yeet all day.
Main event Jey Uso. I've been a big fan of
Yes,
his
sir.
too. I was kind of on and off with the Bloodline story. I really liked it when it was catching up speed and Sami Zayn was a part of it. It seemed kind of like it got watered down after a while.
Yeah,
Um, but I like that they have two different bloodlines now.
yeah. I like to do Bloodline story too.
I'm not going to get to see a lot of SmackDown now because they don't have it on Hulu.
And
But
they taking Raw off too, man.
yeah, it stinks. I won't get to watch it. Um, who in wrestling do you absolutely hate the most? Who is your most bitter rival?
Like right now, like
Yeah, just,
as
since you've been wrestling, since you've been wrestling.
wrestling. Oh my goodness, it's the Texas Outlaws, man. Texas Outlaws.
Thorn in your side.
Yeah.
Um, who is your favorite rock band of all time?
My favorite rock band? Man, I don't have a favorite. Well, my favorite, he rocks. He rocks. So I'm gonna have to go with Tech Nine.
Okay, right on. So you listen to more rap than rock?
I listen to a little bit of everything, man. I
Country
like.
too.
I grew up on alternative rock. My brother and sister and them used to listen to alternative rock, the Edge music. So I love a lot of that.
Right on. Here, who's your favorite athlete?
My favorite athlete,
Not a
Jim
wrestler.
Thorpe.
Could be a wrestler, but just athlete in general from any sport.
Jim Thorpe.
That's a damn good answer. I like that. I like that a lot. Man, that's really somebody that I idolize and look up to, not just for how great he was, but because of the person he was, for what he represented, for who he was.
Yes. Him and Muhammad Ali. Ali too. He was
Absolutely
a real good he was a real good what he represented and everything. I
right.
really like Ali too.
Um, is there somebody you want to give a shout out to while we're on here?
Mm. Shout out to all the Warhawk fans. Follow me on my Facebook. I even got YouTube channel on Brandon Warhawk. So check out my matches. Come check us out Saturday at Marcoma. Show starts at 6:30. Doors open at 6 o'clock.
Right on. Here's another hard one. Maybe it won't be. Maybe this will be easy. Vince McMahon or Tony Khan.
Hmm. Man, I'm gonna have to go with Vince. Vince is the man, dude. You gotta go with Vince.
No matter what the controversies are, he's put wrestling on
Yeah,
the.
he's still the man, dude. Vince McMahon.
Who would you rather tag with to face the Hardy Boys? Triple H, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, or Shawn
Neshoba.
Michaels?
Let's see. Shawn Michaels. I have to go with Shawn.
The agility and the wherewithal and the all around knowledge in the ring.
Yeah, just all of
Uh-oh. My computer's not doing it. Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Okay. My computer was doing something funny for a second. Do you watch any wrestling outside of WWE?
Man, I love it. Me and my dad used to always go watch indie shows all the time. And I originally got into OCW here in Tahlequah. It was the first time I seen Justin Lee, Brandon Ingram, was it Brent Albright? I think it was Brent Albright at the time. That was the big star that they brought down here at the community building down here. It was really when I got really addicted. And then Justin Lee, the Broken Arrow Bad Boy, that became one of my favorite wrestlers, one of my favorite indie wrestlers.
That's cool. I remember seeing Renegade talk about how it would be a dream match for him to be involved with the Broken Arrow Bad Boy, Dustin Lee. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll get to see that one day. Would you like to see yourself in a match with the Broken Arrow Bad Boy, Dustin Lee?
Oh yeah. Before he leaves, I want to face him one time.
That's what's up. What does your Native American heritage mean to you?
It means everything. It's my blood, man. That's where I came from. I don't know too much of it. I don't know too much about it, but I know it's strong though.
What tribe do you represent or tribes?
Cherokee Creek and Chickasaw.
That's great.
I'm full. I'm full blood.
What is the one thing in wrestling that you have learned that you've been able to apply to life?
Man, be humble. Don't don't go around talking about nobody. Don't say anything bad about anybody, and just be very, very humble. And don't let nothing bother you. People are gonna talk about you also, but take those negatives and turn them into a positive.
That's excellent advice. I like that. Tupac or Biggie?
What's that?
Tupac or Biggie?
Oh man, I gotta go with Tupac, man.
I know I would. I like both, but I prefer Tupac.
Yeah, I gotta go with Tupac. He knew it was up real quick.
He was ahead of his time.
Yep, he really was.
If you could have a match with John Cena, Sting, or Undertaker, who would you choose?
Oh my goodness, The Undertaker.
Got to pick the dead man. Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you pick the Undertaker?
The Undertaker, because I would want to see him in character. I would want to feel the vibe in the ring with him. I mean, Sting would be my second choice. Well, I wanted to say Sting, but Undertaker, I just would want to see him in his character and the vibe that he would bring to the ring. I bet it is crazy.
The whole aura of the Undertaker coming to the ring and watching his entrance and the mind
Yeah.
it might play on you. I'm not going to be able to defeat this. All this darkness, this vibe that I get from this guy, and the smoke that follows him through the ring, and watching his eyes go in the back of his head, and then he
And then
looks
everything you
like
hit him
he's
with,
ready
he
to
just
kill
sets
you.
up. Yeah.
Is there anybody you have not faced in wrestling that you're dead set on having a match with, and who is it? And I know we talked about Justin Lee, but is there anybody else?
Alex Royal.
All right, all right. Back to what we go ahead.
I already did one of my all time. I already did one of my all times already, and that was Groom. So Justin Lee would be the one up first, and then Alex Roy would be the second.
Okay, right on. I like that. Um, back to one of the other questions I asked you. I had to ask you if you watch any wrestling outside of WWE, and I know you mentioned OCW. Um, I was kind of getting at like TNA, AEW, Major League Wrestling, New Japan. You watch any of those?
Hmm. No, not really. I haven't never really watched one of those. Wow. I watched Wow. That was a pretty good
All
one.
right.
Women's
Yep.
wrestling. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it.
All right. So I've asked you all the questions that I have for you. If you have a match this weekend or soon, why don't you um, get anything you haven't said already to your next opponent right now?
Seth, forget the friendships, bro. This this was coming the whole time. What we had to break up and become enemies because that belt that you carry. And tomorrow night, I'm not going that easy. You better bring yourself 100% because I've been training. I've been training hard, and I'm coming for that belt.
I hope you win
I hope I do too, man. Hey, I like that shirt, by the way.
it. Let me talk to you.
Hey, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Cherokee Warhawk. He wrestles for Body Progression Wrestling out of Henrietta and Mulberry, Arkansas. It's been a pleasure having you on. I really enjoyed having you.
All right, you too.
Have a good day, man.
Don't forget the United Wrestling either.
Oh yeah, UWE out of Tahlequah. Definitely go see that. I haven't been to a show in a couple of years, but I need to.
Come check us out, man. All right, man. It's good. Thanks for having me, brother.
You too. Have a good one.
Yep.